The Holy Spirit is our helper that is sent by the Father, just as Jesus promised in John chapter 14 verse 16, which says, and I will ask the Father, and he will give you another advocate to help you and be with you forever. Now, in the previous episode, we looked at 5 ways the Holy Spirit helps us, and in this episode, we are going to look at 5 more realities on how the Holy Spirit helps us. Now let's get into it. Number 1 is the Holy Spirit convicts us. Now, if you watched the episode on assurance of salvation, I said once you get born again, in case you find yourself in the wrong, the Holy Spirit puts like a burden or an urge in you to know that you are doing the right thing, or you have just done the right thing, or you are about to do the wrong thing. And what you do, if you have already sinned, then you ask for forgiveness. So that conviction comes from the Holy Spirit. Let me just give my own example. When I rededicated my life to the Lord, I remember I was an adolescent, just getting into teenage, right? And one of the things I used to do is talk back at my mom. So if she should say something I didn't like it, I would just talk back. But remember, once I gave my life to the Lord, when I did that, I started feeling troubled in my heart. I need to go and tell mom I am sorry. I need to go and apologize. And I remember that evening when I went and told my mom, I just went and found her, or she was cooking alone. And I just told her, I am sorry for talking back at you. My mom, I think, was already used to that behavior, that she was like, oh, when did you do that? I can't remember, but it's okay, So that came as a result of the Holy Spirit now convicting me of that sin, all right? And the verse I have for this is John chapter 16 verse 8. When he comes, he will prove the world to be in the wrong about sin and righteousness and judgment. The other thing the Holy Spirit does as our helper is he transforms us. Now, once you get born again, the Holy Spirit starts bearing fruit in you, and that is why I will be doing a whole series on the fruit of the Holy Spirit, because the Holy Spirit is the one who bears that fruit in us. And then now your character starts changing. Just like Galatians chapter 5 verse 22 to 23 says, but the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, forbearance, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Against such things there is no law. So this fruit cannot happen on your own. Having joy when you're going through very difficult moments is not easy. That is why that character is built by the Holy Spirit in you. So that is what happens. The Holy Spirit comes and he starts transforming us by helping us leave the character we had when we were in sin, and now start living a more Christ-like character as he is enabling us by bearing fruit through us. Okay, the other thing the Holy Spirit does is he empowers us. Once the Holy Spirit comes inside of you, he doesn't just bear character, good character, but he also empowers you to share the gospel with other people. But it could also just be by you sharing your testimony. It could also be by you doing the right thing, by you behaving right. Maybe you were hanging out with people, and now the Holy Spirit has started convicting you and telling you this is wrong. And when you're hanging with your friends, then you can tell them, oh no, I no longer take alcohol, I'll just have juice. Maybe it's not just even your friends, maybe it's your family. Everybody takes alcohol, and you say, oh, I don't take alcohol anymore. With that, you're already witnessing by deciding to do the right thing. Okay, so the Holy Spirit is the one who empowers us. And for this, I read Acts chapter 1 verse 8, but you will receive power when the Holy Spirit comes on you, and you will be my witnesses in Jerusalem and in all Judea and in Samaria and to the ends of the earth. Now this verse is specifically talking about the infilling of the Holy Spirit. And I don't want to go into details about the infilling of the Holy Spirit in this episode, but point is, even before you are infilled with the Holy Spirit, you are able to witness, even if it is just by sharing your testimony. The other thing the Holy Spirit does is he helps us pray. And if you have been following, we did an episode on how to pray. And we said you now depend on the Holy Spirit as well, because he is able to put a burden in your heart based, maybe when you're reading the word, he puts a burden on you on something that you need to correct, something you need to change, or something you need to do. Now with that, he's helping you pray. So when you go to the place of prayer, you're not wondering, what do I pray for? Another way he helps us pray is when you're probably in the place of prayer or just going on with your daily tasks, there, you might find your mind going towards, remembering someone. Maybe in the place of prayer, when you're praying, someone's picture just keeps coming to your mind. That is the Holy Spirit telling you to pray for that person, right? So when someone keeps coming to your head, and it's not like you're thinking about them, they just keep coming back. Maybe even when you wake up, sometimes you're waking up at night and you're just remembering someone. You just wake up and someone's face or name just comes to your head. The Holy Spirit could be telling you to pray for that person, okay? And other ways the Holy Spirit empowers us is especially when you get Spirit-filled and with the evidence of speaking in tongues. There's edification that comes with praying in tongues, because now the Holy Spirit is the one that is praying through you. All right, the Holy Spirit is praying through you. That is why your mind is normally not active when you're praying in tongues. But I believe we'll do a whole episode on that. I hope God will help me be able to handle that. And the verse I have for this is Romans chapter 8 verse 26. In the same way, the Spirit helps us in our weakness. We do not know what we ought to pray for, but the Spirit himself intercedes for us through wordless groans. The other way the Holy Spirit helps us is he equips us to help others. Now once you get born again, you will find yourself, maybe you've overcome something here and there, and so you are able to hold someone else's hand and guide them and tell them, oh, this is how you overcome that challenge, this is how I managed to overcome. So now the Holy Spirit has equipped you by helping you overcome things, but also by helping you build character. And as he's empowering you to even share the word with other people, then now he is helping you to equip other people and help other people walk the journey of salvation. So he equips you to be a blessing to other people. And the verse I have for this is 1 Corinthians chapter 12 verse 7. Now to each one the manifestation of the Spirit is given for the common good. And this also entails when we receive the Holy Spirit, especially the infilling and baptism of the Holy Spirit, he gives you gifts. Right? And those gifts now are used to equip other people, because the gifts of the Holy Spirit are not for you. Someone doesn't get the gift of healing just to enjoy and feel nice. They get that gift so that they can go and pray for other people, and those other people can receive healing. When the Holy Spirit is equipping someone to probably be a pastor, it is not for them, or to be a teacher. It is not just for them to understand scriptures, but it is for them to understand and teach people. Right, so that is how the Holy Spirit helps us. And the 10 points I have given in last episode and this episode are not the only ways the Holy Spirit helps us. He helps us in so many ways, but I hope I have given you an idea of how the Holy Spirit is coming in, how Jesus sent him to help you in your journey of salvation, that you're not alone. This journey, you are not alone. You might feel like probably in your family you are the only one who is born again, and there's no one else to walk with you. No, you have the Holy Spirit if you allow him. When in our last episode we said you have to allow him to help you. He cannot force himself to help you. When he starts putting some prompts in you to probably help someone, or a prompt in you to share your testimony, or to share the word with someone, or to go and ask for forgiveness, he won't force you. And that is why in our next episode we will be looking at obedience, because as a new believer we need to know how to obey the Holy Spirit. He is there to help us, but we need to obey. So that is what we'll be looking at, even the blessing of being obedient and how to go about it even when it is very difficult. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching to the end. I hope you have been blessed. Let me know in the comment section which point is your biggest highlight in the entire episode. Like the video if you have loved it. Share with someone that you know will be blessed too. Remember to subscribe if you have not yet subscribed, so that when I post the next episode you will be notified. Otherwise, thank you so much. God bless you. I hope that God will help you in your journey of salvation to be more equipped and to continue walking with the Holy Spirit, that you will not quench him, but he will enjoy being inside of you, because remember, you are the temple of the Holy Spirit. Once you get born again, the Holy Spirit comes inside of you and you are there with him. Wherever you go, he is with you. Others, God bless you so much, and see you in the next episode. Remember to watch the previous episode. If you have not yet watched it, look at it in the description. I'll be putting a link there. See you in the next episode.